Hey, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. We're going to get you a message. I have a spread that I've made for this series, and we're going to look at three main things here. We're going to look at some kind of perceived shortcoming. We're going to look at an ending, and we're going to look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius. Put this here. Alright, so, perceived shortcoming. So you have the presence of absence card. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. Sagittarius. So this is about the past. This is about the past, and this is you're being sucked into this whirlpool of the past, okay? It's life happens to everybody. We all know this, right? Life happens to everybody. Things happen, and sometimes some really freaking good things happen. And then when we're in a period of time where it's not so great, we long for the past because we want it to be the good old days again, right? But the opposite is also true, but we're talking about the presence of absence here, so it has something to do with some kind of loss. There's something that you feel like you've lost, and you are amplifying the importance of the loss in your present day. It's not that the loss isn't significant. Like there's all kinds of loss, right? It could be an actual person that you love, which is a big fucking deal, right? It can be your youth, the loss of your youth. It can be the loss. I mean, there's all kinds of things. I mean, maybe you were a star football player and you blew your knee out and you never got to go to, you know what I mean? Like there are so many things that you can sit there and invite the past in and dwell on it. And it's, in a way, it's become so much that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot here because you're missing out on stuff now by spending so much time dwelling in the past. So let's get tarot here. It's like even on the image here, you see like a wife missing her husband, and she can still hold him in her heart and still be present for the rest of the family, or you know what I mean? But it doesn't have to be about the death of someone. It doesn't, I mean, it could be any kind of loss, anything that is absent. So these two cards here, this represents, excuse me, something that you're capable of. Oh my gosh. Sagittarius. Look at you. You have the Lady of Moons, the Siren card, and you also have the Mistress of Moons, the Medusa card. That is some big ass, like, dark goddess type energy here, which is, I'm totally loving this for you, Sagittarius. Um, you are a force to be reckoned with. It's like, I don't like a mopey Sagittarius is like, oh my gosh, that's like it's like the polar opposite of what you're capable of, as far as just the power that you have, the magnetism that you have, the just like a siren is so alluring, right? Like the siren in the sea is so, like, what you can actually attract to you is just, it's like crazy powerful, right? That is so cool. So let's look at the ending here. So this is basically that space between something ending and something beginning. Oh, cool. So we have the card of misalignment, and it's cool because that's whatever is completely misaligned is ending. It's like you're done. You're done with the misalignment. So that's good news. It says miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. What does that even mean? Miracles become normal. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to that sentence. We're talking about the ending of a misalignment here. And so during this period of transition here, where you are kind of taking care of things that aren't really for you, because this is you're aware of this, you're aware of this too. It's like you and you know exactly what is misaligned. Okay? It's like you know what isn't good for you. You know what's good for you. I mean, come on, Sagittarius. So, but during this period, while you are doing the work and you're fixing things up and you're making things right, there are some things that are protected while you're doing this, because this takes focus, it takes time, it takes effort. So this right here is protected while this ending / beginning transition is happening. And so we have the Three of Trees, which is like kind of plans for the future. So your plans for the future are protected during this time. Oh, and your happiness too. Oh, and your life force. Oh my gosh. So we have the Nine of Moons. That would be like the Nine of Cups, which is like your fulfillment, your happiness, right? And but also it's like you've got the moons, all of these moons here in the form of the tree of life. These are just all of the important aspects of, like, these are all the, like all the branches of the tree of life, where eventually you get to the top, which is that full enlightenment or whatever. But your path is protected. Your entire path here is protected. Your path and your plans for the future while you deal with this. So it's like you don't have to worry about that while this is happening. So let's look over here and let's just see. We're just gonna see what it would be like if you continue to drown in the past. Oh, there, you're dripping. You're dripping. So we have the Ace of Trees here. It's like you would be putting your own passions and your own creativity at risk, your own fire. You are Sagittarius. You would be putting your own fire at risk. And considering this is what you're capable of, oh, look at that. So we have the Empress card, which is, but it's Mab. This is big. This is fierce. This is, it's like forgiving and unforgiving at the same time. This is energy that I wouldn't want to mess with. It's kind of like, it's tough love. I'll just leave it at that. This is a tough love energy where if you continue drowning and going down this path of just being stuck in the past for whatever reason, then there's going to be an inevitable shakeup here, and you may not like the way it happens. It's like, do you want to go of your own volition and fix this misalignment? Or do you want to be like, do you want the universe to force you to go there, while you're kicking and screaming? That's kind of what it seems like, It's like there's the, I don't want to say easy way, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Seems like a pickle, doesn't it? I would definitely choose, personally, I would go here rather than here. Because I want to say you're risking this, and this is fucking fantastic right up here. This is you in your true power. So, let's look at the big picture, shall we? Oh, the future is not written, Sagittarius. So we have the unknown. I love that. But it's knowing the unknown. So I feel like there are some mysteries you shall be unlocking here, Sagittarius. I mean, that's pretty awesome, because that's like the big picture of your sign, even, Sagittarius. It's like that thirst for knowledge, right? Knowing the unknown. It's like there are more things for you to know. Your search isn't over yet. And so here is something that you will have a glimpse of understanding. Oh, and there you are. Sagittarius, you get Artemis, the Huntress. That is so perfect. It's like the arrow is pointed right here. It's like you've got the equipment, right? You've already got this equipment, right? It's like you're gonna get this. It's like the arrow is pointed straight at the unknown. There is something that you are meant to see, know, feel, something, some kind of mystery, or it could be esoteric knowledge. You're not done. You're not done yet, Sagittarius. So here, this is something that's rightfully yours. Something that's rightfully yours. So we have the Four of Metals here, and what I'm kind of seeing here is like these metals actually look like bones. There is something foundational about this, although it's not the Four of Pentacles. It's not in the way of the Four of Pentacles. There is something foundational about this, but it's not quite ready yet. Because you see, it's not, like the angles aren't perfect here. So this is something something you haven't discovered yet. And the Four of Metals, that's Four of Swords, which is that kind of meditation kind of energy. It's rest, healing, meditation. And I think you're going to be tapping into something, Sagittarius, if you let yourself. If you want to. Very cool. All right, Sagittarius, this is your message. Take what resonates, and I will see you next time.